Hey guys, welcome to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and welcome to episode number 18 of the powder coat installation. We've been rolling pretty heavy on the clean room. We're still missing some trim. Got metal chips on my face. We're moving pretty heavy on the trim. We're missing a few pieces, but I'm going to go show you what's going on with the clean room. We got the whole thing standing. We've still got a few accessories to put on it. Missing, I don't have a couple of things, some doors and some windows and things like that. But I'm going to go show you around the clean room, and we're going to switch gears this week. Today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday morning, and I didn't shoot any video Monday or Tuesday, but I'm going to show you around what we got accomplished over that period of time, and we'll move on. I am going to address one question that was on the channel or on the video last week on episode 17 with the gun crash and the low air pressure and all that. Yes, interlocks exist. No, they were not in place at the time for the low air pressure sensor. There was a lot of things that we didn't have hooked up, but the customer needed to do some testing and wanted to run it. So no, there wasn't all the interlocks involved for the startup and the testing. So, and the GEMA guy said, okay, we'll run it, we'll chance it, and we did, and that's what was the result. So, not always a good result, but that's what happened. It wasn't too expensive, and GEMA paid for it anyway. So, there you go. So I am addressing that interlocks are in place for low air pressure, and it's going to retract all the guns as soon as it sees a specific air pressure drop. All right, so let's go look around at the clean room. After we're going to get caught up on clean room, and we're going to be out of parts, and we're going to switch gears back onto the washer behind me this week and start getting the lid on that thing. We don't have the roof on it, but I've got the parts for it, so we're going to get those going, and we'll go from there. All right, enjoy the rest of the episode. Well, there is a specific capping I need. It's called roll-up door capping, RDC. It's a very deep, it's a 4.5 inch cap. It's a very deep cap. It's 18 gauge material. It's what we use basically around the conveyor openings. We use it around the air conditioner openings. We use it around the door openings and things like that. So it's a pretty popular item. But if you go to the RDC roll-up door capping, they only sent me 6 of them. I got a boatload of these other panel tracks and stuff like that. I got 28 pieces of that and 44 pieces of that. So I had a bunch of it. The angle, I had 21 4x4 angles, 8x8 angles, had 7 of them, 20 pieces of the galv angle, sill plate, or the roof angle. So I had a bunch of everything, but I don't know why they sent me only 6. So that was a mistake on someone's part, and I needed a bunch of this stuff. So let's go see where that stuff goes. Well, here's our clean room, and this is the roll-up door capping right here. You can see the profile of it, and I just got 2 little short pieces clipped in there just to hold that panel in. But that clips all the way around that 3x3 square tube and captures the foam panel. So I need that to go all the way around this. This is an 8x8 door opening. That's for a roll-up door. There's a small speed door that goes in there. And then we use the short capping for the man doors. The man door that goes in that one. Conveyor portal, again, needs the capping all the way around. We put the flat strap here, and then we bring the capping up and cap that whole tube all the way around. And that's what holds those two panels in. I can't put those panels in until I got that capping. There'll be nothing holding them. And then this opening here is actually for an air conditioner. The air conditioner plugs into that opening we created. And that's the AC unit right there on the dollies. So that just rolls over. That's going to plug right into that opening. And then we've got a vertical duct that goes all the way up the outside. And up top we've got a little, you can probably see my felt pen marks. That's the cutout for the duct. That's where it punches through there. After the duct's inside the room, that's what those kickstands are for there. So the duct goes up and over the conveyor and feeds a cool air into here. These rooms tend to run hot. The booth is, the booth is pulling air out, so anything that's surrounding the conveyor openings is going to get pulled into this room. And in a strange turn of events, right there is a cure oven. So inside this conveyor opening, you're going to, that warm air is going to migrate into this room. These rooms turn into a hot mess. So that's why we we got two 30-ton air conditioners going on this thing. So 30-ton unit sits there, and then there's another one over on the other side. Let's go look at the rest of the room. This is where we clipped it into the room there. You see we've got building stays here, and we had to cut those in at an angle. Those were fun. Those diagonal rods, we obviously can't take those out. Those are the structural support for the building. So we had to cut diagonal holes through the panel, then make a little patch to patch them up. Okay, so anyway, we had an obstruction. We had to get around it. Just like, like the fire sprinkler pipe up there. We had to get around that black pipe right there, and we still got a flash around that. So we had a few obstructions we had to overcome. Here's the inside of the room. Last week you saw just us standing the walls. We get it all trimmed out now. We got all the trim strips on there. And our aisle is now dead. If I need a scissor lift on the other side of the wall, I got to take it out of the building, go all the way around, and run it in that roll-up door on the other side. All we've got down there is that one man door next to the scissor lift. So not a lot. And they're out there doing some of the trim work and stuff. Oh, I don't think I can get out that door. Looks like there's a scissor lift on the other side. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Anyways, clean room door. Just kind of a cheapy aluminum frame door, foam core, sealed well. It's got a good door seal on it. Doesn't matter that the room's sealed. You got giant openings in it anyways. Same thing here. Portal, just missing some capping. I used what they sent, but I need a boatload more. And see, but over there we got a roll-up door. And out here, all the foam panels are pretty much gone. All the rest of that stuff's getting cut up and thrown away. Heading to the dumpster. So that's what we've been working on Monday, Tuesday, was this clean room. Getting it as far as we can go on it, which we've got quite a bit done. It looks good. I mean, she's a monster. 28 foot tall at the highest point. And we brought over some of the AC duct work. We're going to get started on that. I mean, I'm kind of waiting on that capping so I can put the AC in. But there's some of the duct. Those are these big rectangulars. These are the risers. Come off the AC unit. There. And then these are the horizontals that run around the perimeter of the room. And some of the fittings, you know, there's adapter fittings for them. But, oh, I didn't talk about it, but we got the one AC over there in that opening, but there's another one that goes way down in that corner and just sits on the floor, and it goes up. You can see one kickstand is not there in the center, but that's where that AC duct stops. You got an AC that goes there, comes up, tees off, and hooks around the corner over there. That's one system, and the other system's over on this side. Comes up and over the conveyor there. Still got inside corners to get in here. Got an inside corner angle that flashes that off so you don't see that black beam. And same thing down at the other end. But they got her worried. I love her so bad, but she treats me like shit. I locked down like a penitentiary. Just better loving all over, baby. She gets on me. Summertime, the living's easy. Bodies of them like to go around town. All the people in the dance floor breathe out. All the funny rappers in the MPC. Well, it is Friday night, and I didn't shoot much video this week. We've been assholes and elbows for the whole entire week. Here's a new development. Want to see what's outside this door? Boy, let's take a step back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Great White North, and here I am stuck in it again. So it's powdery out there. Yeah, so this is my Friday. Let me flip the camera around. I'm going to show you what we did to the clean room. And we brought it to a substantial completion with the exception of the air conditioners and the roll-up doors. Roll-up door one. All right, so let me flip the camera around. We'll go check that out, and we'll close the video up. It's going to be a short one this week. Okay, air conditioner hole with a scissor lift in it. That air conditioner plugs into that hole. The ductwork travels up, goes through that hole. Everything's trimmed out with the exception of the conveyor opening. So that is not trimmed. Man door that I don't have. Roll-up door that I do have, but I don't have the trim for it. So I can't hang the roll-up door until I get the trim around that door. Everything else is trimmed out. Oh, Ryan, you forgot some trim over there on your outside corner.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right, all right. Inside they're doing good. They've made all their closures. They turned out really good. All the closures across the top there. See that sheet of galv and that sheet of white powder coated? That made a closure there. They made a closure, holy moly, way up top up there. Where the purlins are. All the way across. All the way down the wall there. So closures all the way down there. That's just what they did. There's a close-up of one of the closures. Just do a Z-notch. So good job. Close them up. I mean, the room's not totally sealed. We got giant conveyor openings anyway, so it doesn't have to be tight as a bug's ass. Our door is gone down there, our aisleway, whatever. That AC unit's in place. We got the vertical duct in, and all we did was put there's a bullhead T that goes on top, and it's a big wiggly mess right now. But we still need to get that suspended and get the rest of the duct swung around. So this was our throughway, no more. Man door. That's all we got. And I don't know how far back I need to get from this thing to get the whole thing on the camera. Holy moly, I'm about 30 feet back, coming up on 40 feet. You just can't get the whole thing in the picture. We're trying though. I am all the way against the west wall and we can barely get that entire thing. Quite large. Did a major cleaning over here. Haven't seen it this clean back here in months. So I got a better part of 2 weeks into this clean room, but it's looking pretty good. There, we got outside capping on this corner. Looks nice. And we're going to come in tomorrow and work a little bit more on Saturday. There's a few things we can do around here. But for the most part, clean room mechanically is done. We still got the HVAC to go, and a roll-up door and a man door, and that's a wrap for this. Oh, we did get the boiler set today. This is the boiler for the washer. This uses, I forgot what the BTU on this boiler is. It's basically just a giant hot water heater. So 4-inch in, 4-inch out, and it goes to a wet heat exchanger. Have you ever seen a plate heat exchanger? So this is actually a wet heat exchanger. The black side is the boiler side, and the stainless side is the process side. So hot water recirculates through this port and this port, and the processed water recirculates through this port and this port. And it's a wet heat exchanger. So the hot water, they call this the hot side and the cold side, even though this water gets heated. And these things are going to get gummy and nasty. And what they do is it's on kind of a bearing right here. They undo these bolts and this rear plate slides back so they can access the exchanger and clean it out, because it's going to get nasty on the process side. It's just a big gross mess with the iron phosphate they're running through the washer. So that side's going to get all plugged up, and it's going to get a chemical creep, and it's going to get those white fuzzy deposits in there, and it needs to be cleaned out very frequently. So that is a wet heat exchanger. And it keeps, because we don't want any processed water going through the boiler. That would create an even bigger mess. So that we let the mess happen in there. All right, you guys, I know this week wasn't much. We didn't have much to show you. Clean room, more of the same. Thought you'd be interested in that 4-port plate exchanger. That's pretty neat. And I did address your questions on why was there no air interlock on the booth when they ran it. There is an air interlock, it just wasn't hooked up. So appreciate you watching. Enjoy this with your Saturday morning coffee. I want you to all have a good remainder of your weekend.